Hey, it's Kage. Alright, so I'm gonna talk to you all more about My Little Pony. Alright, so recently I've discovered that a lot of celebrities are also into My Little Pony. I'm not just saying, like, YouTubers and all that. Like, I know that Boxy, I know she has a new channel called A New Hope. She came out as being a Pegasister, and a lot of others, but apparently Chuck Norris, Seth Green has been one for a while, and a lot of others, like Channing Tatum, all these other people. I think I got that right. Either way, so a lot of people come out being a Brony or Pegasister, and I'm pretty damn happy that the herd is still growing. Season 4, I think I heard is coming out on November the 27th. Don't hold me to that. I don't know completely. A lot of cool things. A lot of my friends are Pegasisters and Bronies, which I'm really happy about. I usually lace up my whole entire newsfeed with Brony and Pegasister stuff. I wish I could have a giant base cannon, because that would be awesome. Not enough WOP, man! Turn it on to 11, because then I could wash my dishes at a microscopic level. That's Vinyl Scratch, or Vinyl Scratch. Then, like, for me, Pinkie Pie is best pony, and best princess is Luna. I'm a part of the NLR, the New Lunar Republic. So all I have to say is that a lot of people don't understand that us being Bronies and Pegasisters doesn't affect them in any way, shape, or form if you hate us. You can hate us all you want, but it's not going to do anything. And yes, I got shorter. I just kind of just pulled the lever to drop, because I started noticing I'm all the way up here. I look big and tall. No. I am. I'm probably 6 foot, 6'1". I don't know. Anyway, I am a Brony. I listen to all the fan-made stuff. I read the OCs. I created my own OC. If you see my YouTube channel thing, that is there. I gotta learn this. It's over here. It's my Alicorn. So my OC, I wanted to talk to you guys about. So this is trademarked, bitch. So my OC is known as Nightfire. Now, back 1,000 years to when Luna and Celestia both ruled the land, together as one, being the original holders of harmony, Luna had been on top of a mountaintop and was gazing at the night she had created. Now, Nightfire had stumbled upon seeing her and thought, is she okay? Gonna go check on her. So he goes over and he, flies over and goes to see if everything is alright. And she explains how she is the princess of the night, she raises the moon and the stars. He's astonished. But he doesn't tell her a dark secret. Now, this secret is what starts getting him in trouble. His secret is that he is the brother, the hidden brother, of the 4 ponies of the apocalypse: death, pestilence, war, and famine. He is the youngest brother, but he is also one of the strongest. Now, Luna starts bringing Nightfire around more and hanging out with them, and she starts relinquishing her duties a little bit. And she raises the moon, but she gets lazy after a while and only starts raising maybe a few less stars each night. One night it was starless, just the moon was raised. No stars, no nothing. So Celestia devises a plan. Now her plan is to have Luna hate Nightfire, and I know a lot of you guys are Celestia fans, and all of you guys are like a part of the Solar Empire, but this is my OC. I I just kind of created him. And so what happens is that Celestia banishes Nightfire, but that wouldn't be enough. So, after his banishment and telling Luna that he ran away, she raised the 4 brothers. She used dark magic. Now, she wanted her sister back. She was loyal to her family and her land, but not loyal enough to keep everything in great harmony and keeps. So, that is around the time that they used Discord to help them bring back the 4 ponies. Now, no one knew that he was the 5th brother because he was also looked down upon by his brothers. And so, Death was his only friend, which was Nightfire's only brother that cared for him. After he lost all his family, he became lonesome, and he lived in the Everfree Forest. So, Celestia had showed Luna what he is doing. She basically called him back to fight his brothers. Now, he agreed because she said to him that at that time, Luna would mind taking his heart and marrying him. He would adore that. Now, what happens is that when he goes out to go face his brothers, he also had to cause some destruction because he had to fight them. Now, Luna's seen only him destroying because she used Discord's power to hide her eyes from anything else other than just that. So, after a while, they used the powers of harmony to lock them away, each one of them. Now, they had to use the 4 horseshoes of each one of them to then put away Nightfire. Nightfire was then already started to make his own army after he started noticing his brothers were being taken down by Celestia. So what happens is that he becomes Nightmare. See, Nightmare is who created everything. He was Nightmare Black Rose. Or was it Nightmare Nightfire? Anyway, so he becomes Black Rose, and Black Rose was a full black Alicorn. He was relinquished by the power of darkness. He started to take form into a different way. His magic became darker, his eyes more slit and red and dark. And he did this because he wanted to fight for the love of Luna. Now, he had an army. One of the fastest flyers was Razor Shard. Razor Shard was basically a black and purple form. Black with purple markings on his body. And large metal wings. And so after a while, he began to spread roses. Now these roses had memories, dark things in them, made you tempt your mind into becoming one. And any time this rose was laid in front of you and you picked it up, you'd smell it, and it would bring these weird pheromones to you that start creating a dark thing in your mind. And that nightmare will grow as long as the person believes it. So, after he was put away, he gave a rose to Razor Shard to bring to Luna. Now, he brought her a black rose. And Luna immediately knew that it was for her. She smelt the rose after Razor Shard had told all the information of what had happened and how he was framed. Luna lost her mind and went completely nuts after, but asked her sister, was it the truth? And found out that it was. After Celestia had agreed to what she had done, Luna became Nightmare Moon. It wasn't only the fact that she was there, it was because she had fallen in love with Nightfire. Now, later years, 1,000 years later, after Nightmare Moon came back and was turned back to Luna, Discord was vanquished and put back into stone. Queen Chrysilius was thrown back to wherever, and Sombra had died. Now, Sombra's horn had enough dark magic in it to raise the four brothers once more, and also the tomb that they encased Nightfire in was now open. They all come back and they send the main six to take down each one. Celestia, worried because Luna doesn't remember what happened, she had the main six go out and try and defeat each one of them. Defeating each one, they told a story on different things, and as soon as it came to Death, Death gave over his horseshoe willingly, saying he would not wish to fight. He didn't want any war. He just wanted to be free and alive again. Now, this is the thing. Nightfire still remembers what happened. He was still Nightmare Black Rose, the king of nightmares. He started to create an army. Now, Celestia didn't like this, so she put up extra guard, had Cadence and Shining Armor create a love force field. Now, since Nightfire loved, and still does love, Luna, he pushed himself to get there. He went through the shield without being caught, because his love allowed him to. Now, after he was inside, he waited in her quarters. As Luna returned, he had a rose in his hand, and he gave it back to her. This time, this rose was red as blood. He told her, sniff it. Remember. All the memories flooded back of what had happened. And everyone knew that it wasn't, everyone didn't know, but Celestia, that it wasn't just her moon and her night that wasn't appreciated. It was the fact that she had lost the one she loved. Realizing this, she falls in love again. Celestia finds both of them in the main hall and begins to stand with the main six, throwing a rose to each of them, each their color of harmony. They took a smell. Celestia had tried not to, but it was the tempting pheromone, because you wonder, what does a rose smell like? What kind? It's a different color. It must have something else. So she holds back. She tries telling the others not to, but other than Twilight and Rainbow Dash, weren't able to resist. They start smelling and realizing what had happened. And as soon as that happened, they start to turn to nightmares and turn. They became the same size as Nightmare Moon had, with a different power. Rarity was being able to control diamond and crystal jewels. Then Fluttershy had become the controller of the dark animals of the Everfree Forest. She could be able to speak dragons to come. Pinkie Pie, obviously being the first one to take a whiff, became Pinkamena Diane Nightmare Pie, a murderer who created cupcakes. This is a relinquished story, keeping it going. Applejack becoming very strong, very agile, never missing a target. She could create wildlife, mostly apple trees. Gotta keep it in there. Rainbow Dash was holding back, but as each one of them started saying exactly what happened, Twilight got curious. She grabs it and smells it, because Rainbow Dash wants to be loyal to the princess. Doesn't take a smell. Twilight does. Sees exactly what her mentor did, and became Nightmare Twilight Sparkle. Now, Twilight has the power of magic, and she was an Alicorn. Now there's 3 Alicorns and 4 regular ponies, but Nightmare. Ooh, this is turning bad. So, he basically just created an army of the main 6 and a few others along the way. And what happens is that he then tells Celestia that he never wished for any of this. He just wanted to feel love, and he wanted to love Luna. And that, yes, her duties may have been relinquished because of her spending so much time with him, but he never anticipated that she would do such a thing of dishonesty and disloyalty. Luna then stripped her sister of the title of princess and became Queen Luna. Luna, still her sister, was princess, but not ruler of land. Now, Celestia was then enraged with the power of the sun and wanted to take dominance. Her anger got the best of her, and she became the Solar Queen. Now, being the Solar Queen, she was going to bring hell wrath of fire towards the land. Nightfire then finds a way that he needs to leave. He lets them all become their former selves, kisses Luna, tells her never to forget him, but erases all the bad her sister has done. Goes and fights Celestia, and by the end of it, it was a tied battle. Celestia then realizes that she had started to destroy her land and her own people. Now, Nightfire, being the Nightmare King, made everyone go to sleep. He passed them out with the dark shadows of sand. As everyone had passed out, he had put a spell with Celestia, with Twilight, to clean what she had done. The elements of harmony brought down Celestia, and Celestia became her former self, apologizing now to Luna for what she had done. And then the minds were fully erased of what had happened, making everyone think it was just a bad dream. But he used up the last of his power, and as Luna held Nightfire in her hands for the last time, he gave her a full necklace. Now this necklace, chest plate thing, had the moon on it, but it had the thorns of the Black Rose King. And that her wearing that will always she will always have a part of him. Then he disappears into the dust, continuing the series into the next. Now, this is what I created when I was bored. It came to me as a mind game. Now, I own this OC. And hopefully, you know, hey, Lauren Faust uses this idea, or and it becomes big. I would love that. Because this idea I came with, and a couple of my friends told me to tell people, you know, and so I thought about doing it this way. Maybe a long video, and it may be really retarded, and you guys may not like it, but that is who I am. I'm a brony. I represent the element of laughter to most of my friends, and I enjoy being who I am. And that's all it is. If you enjoy being who you are, then I guess it's worth it. Now, all I have to say is if you're a fellow brony or Pegasister, or you don't label yourself with that and you just really like the show and you like the characters and you like the fan arts and the fan fictions and all that sort of stuff, I'm happy. Because it means that you are open enough to read and watch and listen to the stuff. Don't let anybody else ruin this for you. Be who you are. Never let them down. Okay? So, do I end it? Do I not? Do I end it? Do I not? Do I end it? Well, it's a 19-minute video, so I gotta end it soon. So I'm gonna end it at 20 minutes. So we're just gonna sit here and stare. But that's my OC. I'm a brony and I love it. And any other bronies or Pegasists out there, BroHoof or FriendshipKick. And and I hope that everyone does well. So I'll catch you all in the next video, and I hope you all have a great day. This was KageSpeaks, and I say peace out. Alright, I love you all, so auf Wiedersehen.